Hey everybody, it is Greg Hawks again. This is another sourcing in real life, another live stream. I'm also testing some things to make sure that the audio and everything works. So if it's choppy, let me know in the comments. I wanted to talk a little bit about u.com because I've been trying to show people more about this, and they've had some new and interesting upgrades lately. So let me just pull up the information here. Let's see. U.com is what I'm looking for. And not only did I want to show this and some of the search some very specific and niche type of roles. OFSA, or look for OFSA stuff. So hopefully you can see my my screen. And let me just ask Google. I'm looking for offset engineers. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah. Offset engineers. I'm looking in the Buffalo area. Buffalo only. Which makes it much more difficult. I go straight to Google. I just ask Google, or what I call Le Google. Oh, there's my bank. Yep, we're probably the only ones that are hiring in the area. Cognizant, that makes sense. Let me look at that. And I just do research. I mean, like researching, finding some points of interest, finding some different locations that focus in and around, especially OFSA. I mean, it's a hard skill set to find in Western New York. I'll tell you that. Landscape surveyors and civil engineers. Okay, that might be a board of engineering. That's good. So I mean, I just asked Google first. I do a little bit of research. See what I can find. I'm probably going to break this. So to have ChatGPT built in to the search, and I might have to go out and click on that. But this gives you an overview, gives you some articles, some documents, some wikis, so you can get more information on it. So it'll help. It helps in the research. What is all? Maybe that was what I was looking for. All will give me a summary and different profile slides and things like that. Overview of yeah, this is what I was talking about. So it pulls from various sources. It pulls from ofsa.on.can. That looks like a Canada thing. Medium. That's a good place to find more information. Quora. I had actually mentioned Quora on a live stream this morning. That is not the OFSA that I'm looking for. How OFSA can help banks better understand costs and profits. And look, I mean, just by looking at this, Medium might be a good place to go to look for stuff like this. Let me see. Well, that might be more. So I'm starting to get a little bit of a double negatives here because we don't want athletic associations. But so yeah, offset engineers, location Buffalo. That's the job that I'm specifically looking for. I'm also trying to pull in a list of possible competitors. Let me see. That's engineering. U.S. Corps of Engineers. Okay, I'll look at that. There might be. I mean, you never know. Hold on, you may not be able to hear me. Let me make sure I can make sure you can hear me. Share screen. Also share tab audio. Also share system audio. Yes. Okay. Now you should be able. Now you should be able to hear me. But what I was saying, in case you didn't hear me, um, I always just start Google and I just Google stuff and see what I can find. I've got a couple of lead. I'm just kind of seeing what's out there, LinkedIn and stuff like that, and Indeed, and look through this stuff. Cognizant, what is this? That's a job posting, so I know that that would be a place I can find people. I actually talk to Cognizant a lot, and they also give you a salary rate, so I can kind of see if that matches up to what we're looking for. This is Land Development Services, About Us, Portfolio. Sometimes they'll have directories that you can look, boards of engineering, things like that. I don't know, I'm just kind of diving in. Project team. There's a PE. There's a PE, right? So if I was looking in something with land surveyors and civil engineers, look right there. That's a PE right there. He's a PE, but he looks like he owns this. So, and I don't know what PLS is. Probably professional land surveying engineer, something like that. Buffalo, U.S. Army. The site. Do they have a directory? Speakers Bureau. I'm going to check that in a minute. Careers, EEO. Yeah. Let me see about the Speakers Bureau. What's this? Featured pages. Yeah. I mean, this is going down the rabbit hole a little bit. But that's how you find directories and sites like this. Okay. So I'm not really finding what I'm looking for. Let me try to site search on LinkedIn just to see what we can find. And if you are joining the stream, pop in a comment, tell me who you are, because I don't always see everybody. That well, it would help if I spelled officer right. Yeah, that is how you spell officer, if I remember correctly. Okay, let me just put officer engineer and see what I find if I just change this up a little bit. I also want to look at Zoom info. Yeah, I know. Oh, here we go. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Oh no! Look at this. Welcome to the speakers for guest speakers. Do you have? Can I click on that? That'd be great if I could click on that. Formal presentations. So, man, I wish that we had a place we could click on and get a list of those people, because that would have been great. And as you can see, I'm going back and forth. That's a big aspect too. Zoom info. What's another directory that I know? Zoom info .com/p. See if that pulls anything. Still waiting on that LinkedIn. Oh, that guy works for us. And that's the thing is, I mean, this is going to be a hard skill set to find. Offset. That's guys in India. Here's somebody from Canada. That's closer to what I'm looking for. No thanks. And yeah, I mean, like even this list is very, very small. And that's what I would expect. If I went on the East Coast, if I went to like New Jersey, Delaware, I'd find a lot more people because I've looked for them before. Yeah, that's no surprise that I'm having trouble finding people like this. With this, oh, he looks like he works at M&T Bank too. Okay, so that's not working. So let's try something else. Let's go to YouTube. See what we can find on YouTube. Oh no, I found. Yeah, I wanted to look on Medium, but this might be more athletics stuff. It looks like. Yeah, that's all athletic stuff. Oracle Financial Services Analytical Applications. Let's see if they have a directory there. I'll see that's a false negative. So let me take out. Where's my search? Let me take out athletic. Athletic. We don't need athletic associations. We need banking. And you can kind of see I'm going from tab to tab because my computer's slow stuff right now. But it's about pulling from various resources. It does it if one thing doesn't work, go to the next thing. Yeah. Maybe that's Washington State. That's a long drive. Let me spread this out a little bit. Engineer or developer. Developer or lead. I'll take a lead. Or architect. And I'm going to ask for a couple different locations here. Buffalo. Yeah. Buffalo or Niagara, as in Niagara Falls. Or Towanda, which is a suburb, or Grand Island. And I'll put Grand Island in quotes to look for that specific phrase. Or did I get everything that I'm looking for? Or no, just putting Western New York. Just for let's see if I can pull some people that used to go to college. Okay. So OFSA, engineering or developer or lead or architect, blah, 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 blah. See if that works. Okay. Yeah, M&T Bank comes up a lot. But look at this person. Look at this person. That person looks great. Let me take out M&T Bank, but I am going to talk to you. I need to take out Buffalo Grove too. Buffalo Grove, Illinois always comes up in my searches. So when I'm putting in the minus, that means I'm taking it out. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see anybody from the Grove. I don't want to see anybody from my own company. So I'll put an M&T and get those people out. So, I mean, it took me a minute to get to it, but I got to it. And it all stemmed from starting with you.com. And the cool thing about you.com, not to go backwards, but you can look at images, you can look at videos, you can look at news stories. It's a great conglomeration of sites everywhere. But yeah, I do research on Google. I do research on now I'm incorporating you.com into my searches as well. I still point out athletic associations. Maybe I should look for banking. Maybe this doesn't support Google. I mean, Google operators. OFSA, banking, banks, 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 OFSA, banks, OFSA banks, or financial institutions. And yeah, this is a much better list. And again, New Jersey, there's somebody from Buffalo, and there's somebody from India that might be living in Buffalo. I don't know. And if you might have seen me put something in here, that buffalo.edu, anybody that went to Buffalo would probably have some sort of edu. I think that's the college, one of the colleges around here. So you can use that sometimes too to find people that might have gone to college and want to come back. This person looks like they're in India, or we're living in India. I could tell from the URL. It says /in.linkedin.com. The IN, or if you see like a CA or IN or anything like that, that means that they created this profile outside of the US. Only the US goes like straight in the URL linkedin.com when you're looking at the LinkedIn URL. Like this one, I can tell this is the actual profile part of it. And he looks like he is deep in data. Might be somebody I want to talk to if this thing would load. Sorry, I'm streaming on a lot of platforms. Might be a little slow. This is the guy in. Looks like you guys can see a black screen. This is the guy in Washington, still thinking about it. Senior engineer. Yeah, I don't see OFSA in here though. Maybe it's on one of his skills. Artist and designer, probably not. Probably not the technical expertise that we're looking for. It looks like he just graduated. Once I get off my live stream, Brian, did you show up, Brian? Yeah, okay. So, he's at M&T Bank. I can't go. He's a relationship manager too. So made here. I do the select, copy it. Well, I'll copy that. I'll put it over here. And the reason why Zoom Info doesn't pull as much stuff, as I've said in the past, it's because it's a different database. It doesn't pull as much information as like LinkedIn, because LinkedIn has a full profile on most people. This will just have bits and pieces because it's either put into a database or pulled from another database. Wordy as some others. And yeah, this is a school athletic association. It's not what I'm looking for. But with that list that I pulled on LinkedIn, I could tell, like Indeed and LinkedIn Recruiter, which I've already used for this position. But it's targeting skills. That's why I like using this method. Is that this person's in Buffalo, they're in New Jersey, but it's somebody that has connections to Buffalo. I'll have to see if they're technical enough, but they've got some of the keywords in there as well. And again, like this might be more risk associated. Yeah, it unfortunately with these types of positions, I have to dive in pretty deep. Now, the other thing I can do, but this ain't working, to pull different pipe. What are some of the images, videos that I'm seeing? What are some of the this is managed services. So I could see that this channel has some of what I'm looking for. Building adaptable enterprise. That's a YouTube channel. Again, I'm back at you, and I'm aggregating all this information from a. You can Google this too, like you.com, because it pulls from various sources and pulls videos, and it reminds me.
We have entered an era where technology is hypercharged.
It reminds me a lot of I can't remember what it was called, but it was you could check all the different blog sites and stuff like that on it. But it used to be a free resource, but now it's not anymore. But Profin Solutions, what's that? That looks like a company, right? Subscribers. Unmute mic. Unmute mic. I don't know why you couldn't hear me. I didn't do it. But about us. Let's see about you. Oh, look, our team. Let's find out about your team. So Oracle, that's also a place I should go. But so I have enough where I can reach out to some of these people on this list. I'm pretty confident. The other thing is, whenever you're looking at a LinkedIn profile, scroll down and look at what else they've done, because a lot of people will not scroll and look at the whole profile. Like, he was a principal software engineer. He might have worked OFSA specifically on a project, but he may not have it listed on his LinkedIn profile. And sometimes I read in between the lines a little bit too. So I don't know what he worked on, but I know he came up in my search for some reason, so I'll have to research that more. But again, this is it's using u.com to get and gather facts. So really, you're acting like a private investigator. Let me see about. I want to look at the team. I want to see the team. They're in the Philippines, but whatever. But they make videos, and I bet on their videos they're getting some views, but they get comments. I don't know. This could be a rabbit hole in itself. Let's go back to you on that respect. Our team. You got any members of your team? Well, they got a big team. Direct emails, contact information, people listed on their team page. So don't forget about that either. Not in this case. But again, lots of different ways you can go in and find. And of course, if all else fails, actually also use as many resources as you can. Also, banking, Google Maps, Buffalo, New York. Just tell Google what you're looking for. Let's see what happens. Because I have 2 minutes before I have to get on a call. Maps. I want maps. And yeah, what I'm targeting is places I can go look, companies that are in the area. My computer was running, but I guess I'll just have to wait. Close that one down. But I mean, I could tell this is a hard search just because executive director at the no, I already looked at him. Hey, look, that's me. That's the other thing is that. Let me show you just a LinkedIn hack real quick because more people need to utilize this. I don't know what I pulled up. Or you can list jobs there. So if you're a recruiter looking for people, looking for a very niche type of talent, like I am, go here and click on the banner section. Let me come on, load me up. Come on, load me up. And if you click on this open to, you could change your banner to hiring. But you see hiring agile release train engineer and 4 others. People can go directly to your profile and see what you're hiring for. And it helps because if I'm hiring data engineers, they know that I'm hiring a data engineer and they can ping me on LinkedIn. So if you're a recruiter and you haven't been doing this, definitely do that if you have LinkedIn Recruiter. But yeah, so I've got some people on watching it with u.com because full picture of the kind of work that people do, whether it's videos, whether it's a profile, whether it's images, if they have articles written about them, which is something that I found with u.com. So definitely check it out. It's absolutely free. It's incorporating ChatGPT and some other really cool things. I'll have to talk about YouWrite at a later time, and I haven't really tested out the Imagine function, but lots of cool things going on with this side and other sites with AI to make our jobs, especially the research aspect, a lot easier. So thanks for hopping on. If you were on live, I will make sure to send this to other channels and yeah, definitely take a look at this and some of these other methods while you're starting your search and trying to find those hard to find people with very specific type of experience. So and yeah, I'll keep making these videos. Thanks for joining, and see you on the next one.